What's going on, guys? Welcome to the show, and y'all see the checkerboard is on fleek. I got my boys with me, and we have an incredible episode for you guys today. But before I introduce my homies, y'all know what to do. Strap up. We're going for that ride.
Okay, feeling for two. I wish I had move side to side as I let this in into the room. You are on time, let's connect minds. Trying to get into a mood. We gon' be fine. Close up the blinds, no rush. Finish.
All right. Welcome to the Scent Bubble. Hey, listen, guys. We got a beautiful episode for y'all today that I'm very excited to unveil. This is another 3 versus 3 battle with my boys right here. And today we are talking about 3 fragrances with unforgettable sillage. That's right. These are fragrances that have a scent trail that lingers, investigates, and shuts it down. You might leave the room, 30 minutes later, somebody walk in and go, who was that? I need to find that man. That's a bad man right there. So we can go into any category y'all want as far as DNAs, but these are fragrances that leave an unforgettable, lingering trail. So I want to hear the best from y'all. Again, in total, we're going to have 6 fragrances, but we are going to go 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, 3, similar to how we did before. But before we get into this battle of the brethren, I want to introduce y'all to my boys. So, Gator, kick it off and hit him with that classic intro.
Yo, what's going on, Fragrance family? It's your man Gator, better knows the novice knows out here in these fragrance streets. What's going on to you, and you back over there in the corner, man? I'm happy to be here, just kicking it with my boys, man. This is gonna be a good one.
Beautiful.
For sure.
Bong. Now, Kixz, you know what's next.
You already know, y'all know who it is. It's your boy Kixz Griffey back in the building. I'm here with my boys. We about to get into some serious work, and let's go.
Let's go. Guys, all y'all out there in FragCom, those of y'all who watch my channel, listen, these are my guys on and off cam. There's no politics with this fellowship right here. We are 3 gentlemen that absolutely love fragrance. And man, I got a lot of love for these brothers, man. Genuine people, and they're in it for the passion, and they have tons of expertise and personality to bring to the table. Some of the most slept on content creators in YouTube, but I promise you that is not for long. Okay, so without further ado, we are in round 1. We're going to start off with Gator. I need to know your first fragrance with unforgettable sillage. Take the floor.
Man, so, it's weird that I was like, I want to go with something that's going to be just has been a real compliment magnet for me, specifically at the job place, man. So a lot of times I get to walk around the halls and everything, and people will be like, they know I'm a fragrance guy. So they tend to be invested in the things that I wear during the day. But sometimes they'll literally come from the other side of the building and be like, man, I smelled what you were wearing earlier. It's like, dang, I was like in the building, like on that hallway, like 30 minutes ago. What are you talking about? The notes were still kind of playing in the air. One of the ones that really gets people going, man, old school, nah, it's a spice bomb. This is Spice Bomb EDP. This is Night Vision EDP. I don't know if you can really see it as much because this light is doing this trickery right here, right? But this fragrance, man, is amazing. It starts out with those top little notes of apple up there playing on people's heads, and it gets into this like warm but kind of subtle tobacco nature, man. And the way that those 2 notes, that I love an apple and tobacco fragrance, bruh. Apples and ouds and tobaccos, oh my. But the way that those notes play in the air, man, I have gotten so many like visits to my desk when I wear this fragrance because it lingers in the air. 15, 20, 30 minutes away from me walking out, people still pick it up, man. So this is one of my top ones that I gotta say I recommend to people if you want a nice sillage. This is a good one.
Beautiful.
Oh
And
man.
we got the notes pulled up on the chart. Dude, this has got to be 45 notes, man. I mean, this is like trying to figure out your favorite restaurant
That's why I
salsa or
didn't go into
something.
the whole note breakdown, man. It's so many of them.
I ain't even gonna
Oh
read them to
man.
y'all, but just know they put everything in that salsa but the kitchen sink.
Oh, yeah.
It is loaded. Beautiful fragrance there, guys. I definitely put my nose to it. I could say in the kind of green apple type of category. Spicebomb really holds it down. They really have mastered the art of density with their
Mhm.
fragrances. And for that reason, I think they have some really nice in the designer category as far as scent trails. You know, that's a commonality between fragrances, is they all have a very similar sillage to them that is just, you know, it's like it's appetizing to the nose.
Yeah,
Do you
definitely.
only wear that at work?
No. I actually do use it as kind of like a date night scent when I'm out with my wife, man. I can't wear this one outside without my wife's permission. This is one of those that's on the list of, nah, babe, you ain't wearing this because I'm gonna have to beat a chick. That's that type of fragrance. So
Yeah,
no,
that's that
I
fragrance you put
usually
on and your girl asks you, what's her address? Because I'm going right
right,
now.
basically, basically,
All right, man. Beautiful
basically.
fragrance. I pulled it up for you guys. Again, I'm going to leave the bottle up for a couple more seconds here if y'all want to take that down. Very affordable designer fragrance. Eau de Parfum, I'm assuming, is what he has. Kixz, round one. What's your fragrance? Take it away.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Fellas. I'm gonna just shoot it straight from the hip. Here we go. This is Agar and Myrrh by Michael Malul. If y'all can see it.
Ooh.
All right. Now this right here, if you love Body Oud by Latafa,
Mhm.
right? But you think, I want to step up my game. I don't want to get oud for greatness, but I want to come something with a twist that's close. You are going to enjoy this. This is the middle ground. It has higher concentration of ingredients and oils. What you're going to get with this is a twist on oud for greatness. What you get is the myrrh, the woody, the spiciness. You get a little freesia up top with a little bit of orange mandarin. But this, it doesn't have the saffron in it. But this is a great, like, baby brother to oud for greatness. And it has a nice, like I said, little turn to it. This is more of a Middle Eastern twist, mysterious type of fragrance. It would be best to wear it during the evening time. You know what I'm saying? You can even wear this. I say, hey, you're with the fellas or whatnot. Y'all about to go smoke some cigars or whatnot. Oh, the way this goes with the cigar, maybe even with the smoke, a nice little cognac. This is truly masculine. And guess what? You ain't spending $200 on this. So this is my first one. Michael Malone, Agar and Myrrh, smoke, resin, spicy wood, beautiful like that orange freesia. You're gonna love it. There you have it.
Beautiful.
Man.
Hey, that was
Ooh.
hey, y'all are off to a phenomenal start, and I love the contrast, brothers. Hey, listen, guys, we're not quite at halftime, so I need y'all to step it up. Round two, Gator, kick us
Ooh.
off. What you got for us? Incredible
Ooh.
sillage.
Man, so
Ooh.
I'm gonna take it all the way back to the house of Mancera. Because
Ooh.
Mancera has a tendency to have some nice fragrances that have a lasting power that's like speakable of. This is one that falls right in that wheelhouse. This is Mancera, and I can't even see it because of the light. This is
Ooh.
Mancera's Silver Blue. This is like an amalgamation of all the goodies, man. So you're getting caramel in here. You're getting like a rich woody nature in here, man. It's got this like weird kind of like fruity type of essence to it. It to me it reminds me of when you take like fruits and you put them in a pan and you're trying to like reduce them to get
Mm-hmm.
the syrup, the sweetness out of them. That's what this is, and it's got a caramelic nature to it, and that caramel, that feeling of it, man, if you walk in a room with this on and you leave the room, they will smell it 20 minutes later. It has that kind of movement to it. If you're walking down the hall, they'll smell it. This is a great fragrance, man. It's fresher than people give it credit for too. So it's not just like a thick winter scent. It's something that you could pull off in the spring. You can pull it off in the fall as well. But man, this is one of those that you want to be downwind of. If you're somebody that's just walking around and you catch a whiff of this, you're gonna be straight up Scooby. Like trying to find the pie. You're gonna be trying to find the pie. It's that kind of fragrance, man. It's gorgeous. This is a beautiful one, man. This is Mancera Silver Blue.
Okay, and listen, I will read the pyramids for these because, you know, he didn't bust out Harry Potter's, you know, latest spell. So up top, we have spices and bergamot. Middle notes, we have caramel, amber, and labdanum. And in the base, we've got more amber, precious woods, patchouli, and oak moss. I'm a fan of all that. Bag it up.
Yeah.
I want it now.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think it smells like that despite looking at the bottle. You know, you might think it would be a blue fragrance or something based off the aesthetic of the bottle. So I like bottles like that because when people see them on the shelf, especially being silver blue or whatever, then they open up and smell caramel and amber, and it's like, whoa, you know. So I like the curb appeal of that type of fragrance because I'm sure it would be surprising if someone was judging it just off of look. But that's a beautiful.
A lot of people. There's a lot of people who were like hated that release. Simply for the fact that I bet you if you go on Fragrance right now, there's people in the comments that are like, I hate this bottle. I hate this fragrance because it's in a blue bottle and I think it should be a blue fragrance. Man, the fragrance itself, they didn't go blue. They just went good.
It's almost like an April Fool's joke when you look at the bottle. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you would not expect if you were judging it off of colors. You know what I'm saying? It's just really unique that they did that. Kixz, what you got for us, baby? Round 2. Set it on fire.
Oh, did we start round 2? It must happen. Here we go, y'all. I kept this one in the box. This one is where you're gonna go ahead. This is Electimus. Mercurial Cashmere, baby. Mercurial Cashmere. All right. This is no joke. This ain't no joke. And this ain't no heavy hitter. It ain't no heavy hitter. But it is beautiful. I'm telling you right now. This leaves. You saw the distribution on that. I'm gonna do it again. I'm wasting money.
That thing is a fire hose. My goodness.
I'm gonna do it again. This right here leaves a wonderful sillage. It's sweet up top. You have a little bit of like freesia, but it got bergamot. It has pink pepper. It has cardamom. So it's a nice little light spice up top, but it's sweet. The tuberose makes it more palatable, right? But when you get to the dry down, it's so beautiful. You got this wonderful cashmere and this oud. This thing sits on you like a cheap suit. You walk by someone, they are going to wonder, what the hell are you wearing? Because I ain't never smelt nothing like this before. This is perfect. Perfect for a wonderful outing. Please don't be outside with this one. Because whoever you walk by, a conversation would start. Please don't be inside with this on. Be easy with the trigger, please. Y'all know I'm shotgun shook with it. You do not want to do that with this. This right here is elite. So I only say 4 sprays. You know what I'm saying? 1, 2, 3. You can hit 4, 5. Stay alive. No more than that, right? Mercurial Cashmere with that beautiful cashmere and suede. Oh my God.
And where are you wearing this?
You would wear this, man, out on a date. You would wear this out when it's breezy any evening because you got fall, you got winter, you got spring. That's somewhat like, Cali. Spring, it's warm today, but it get cooler at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? Summertime, when it's cool, it's not so heavy where you can't wear this. Just be easy on the sprays. But you wear this, be easy on the spray, you might get, laid. Like some chips, like some potato chips. Potato chips, you know what I'm saying? Potato chips. Y'all got your minds in the gutter, potato chips. But yeah, this right here, man, Mercurial Cashmere by Electimus, absolutely gorgeous. The sillage is wonderful.
I love me some cashmere, man. Gator, where you
Oh,
wearing your fragrance? I forgot to ask.
Man, so Silver Blue is one of those fragrances that's a lot more versatile than it seems. Like I said, it's a date night type style of fragrance, man. You have to watch it when you're in the office because it's sneaky powerful. Like this is one of the
mm,
first fragrances that I can remember going completely nose blind to. Like
Mm,
I sprayed it on and I was like, man, I don't smell it. What's going on?
excuse
And I
me.
was like, let me go ahead and refresh. But then I realized somebody was telling me, hey man, I smelled you from across the room. Like, what? And then so my wife was telling me, it's like, yeah, I smelled you like downstairs. It is that serious. So as you know, some chemicals, once they get in your nostrils, they basically find those pulse points and they close it. So you can't smell it anymore, but you can be smelled.
right,
And
right.
that's one of those, man. So you have to be careful wearing it in the office. Like, I mean, 2 spray limit on it. Because if you do
Mm.
any more than that, man, you're gonna light that room up.
I mean, we're
Ain't
talking
nobody
about
need that.
incredible, unforgettable sillage. So, I mean,
Yeah.
you're rarely talking about fragrances where you're clipping up and just going ham.
Oh
You
yeah.
guys have some heavy hitters so far, if I recall. Viktor&Rolf, Michael Malul, Mancera, and Electimus. So now we're gonna, the fire has been set, and now I need y'all to carry the torch across the finish line. We are in round 3 of Unforgettable Sillage, and Gator, you have the
Oh.
mic.
Man, did somebody say fire? Did somebody say fire? Because I got something that was inspired by the fire. This is actually something new to the collection, man. This is French
Oh man.
Avenue's Vulcan
Oh,
Fouet right
oh, I
here,
know
man.
about that. I know about
French
that.
Avenue's Vulcan Fouet, man. This fragrance stunned me when I actually put my nose on it, man, because it is not necessarily a one-to-one to the fragrance that God of Fire that is being inspired by. But what this is close. It's very, very close. But what this got a like juicy mango top to this thing, man. And oh man, I just took the top off of it and it started lighting up the room. Like, okay, so it's literally mango, oud, cedar, and it's those notes kind of interchangeably playing together, right? So the mango in here, that juiciness, and it's got a little tad bit of lemon, so it's kind of a citrus blend. But man, when I say that those notes get like accented by that darkness from that wood, and they just push. When I say that it is something that you can smell 8 hours down the line off your skin, it's
Mm.
there, but it gives you about a 2 to 3 foot scent bubble all throughout the day. But let you walk through somebody, let you walk through the grocery store because it's already happened. It happened to me with Aqua Dubai. It happened to me with this one, where somebody followed me in the grocery store and they was like, I
Mm,
smelled you an aisle away. I was trying to
mm,
figure out who was smelling like that, and I thought that it was somebody that had some fruit or something. I was like, it smells so good, it smells edible. That's this. That is this. I don't know how, some guys may not want to smell edible, and that's cool, but it's not a like an edible feminine style. This is actually pretty masculine for what it is. They can go unisex, but I feel it leans masculine, man. This is a great one. I'm gonna be recommending this a lot coming up, man. Especially going into these spring and summer, because unlike a lot of other fragrances that have that strong punch, this was actually summer friendly. This can actually work in a warmer weather climate. So I'm gonna definitely be recommending this, man. This is French Avenue's Vulcan Fouet.
I feel
ooh,
like Vulcan Fouet is the current hype fragrance.
It is.
Everybody's talking about it. Everybody's saying
everybody.
it's the best God of Fire rendition. Everybody's 10 out of 10ing it. It's just getting rants and raves for reviews right now. So it's good to have you here co-signing it because when the hype is all over the place, it can be hard to focus and know who to trust. So
Yeah,
if you're
trust me, I didn't
if
want
you're
to like it.
yeah.
Trust me, because when I see stuff that gets overly hyped, I usually kind of err towards the okay, what's wrong with this fragrance? You know, like what is it? Because I'm not trying to intentionally poke holes, but yeah, I'm trying to poke holes, right? But
Yeah.
man, when I saw what the hype was about, like I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, this is close. This is good.
God of
And
Fire
especially with
is
folks that are following you, yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
God of Fire is an incredible DNA, and Kixz even has, I believe you carry God of Fire, right?
Yes, I have God of Fire, and I have two different renditions. I have Spectra by Mason Alhambra, which you guys all know is Latafa,
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and then I also have Dapper's version, which is very good. I don't think that the fragrance is necessarily complex. That's why it could be duplicated in so many
Yeah.
different ways. And
Mm-hmm.
then I do have the OG, and it's just a beautiful composition. Let me just say that it's a beautiful composition.
Excellent. Hey, well, you over here talking about beautiful compositions, so I expect nothing less. Take it home, man.
Oh
Kicks
man!
round 3. It's on you, baby.
Oh man! Oh man! My favorite baseball player, Kicks Ken Griffey Jr. Here we go, man. Here we go. I'm pulling this out. This is my
Xerjoff.
Xerjoff 40 knots, baby.
I was gonna say
He's
XO
laying
give it to
out the
him.
red carpet.
40
Laying it
knots. I mean,
out.
man, this is a Sin Bubble show. We can't come half-ass.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? 40 knots. Man, listen, this gives a crazy sillage. You're gonna get that marine notes,
Yeah.
woods, cedar. Man, it's just beautiful. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. If you get not find this, if you get Amber Nuit by Christian Dior in the same wheelhouse, this
Mhm.
does have a beautiful marine note. You can wear this now. You can
Yeah.
wear this later. And because of the wood, you can even wear this in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This fragrance is amazing. And what I do like about it, the difference between this and the Amber Nuit, it has a nice green note in it, a wonderful
Oh yeah.
green note in it. So this fragrance, I mean, I can't even spread because the Mercurial Cashmere is kicking my ass in this small little room right now. But
When you
it's
sprayed that, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
that's
Yeah.
money.
he needs to stay alive for the rest of the show. I hope he don't
Hell
pass out.
yeah.
Right.
Hell yeah. But this one right here, man, you want to get followed? Hey, man, all you got to do is lay the breadcrumbs with this one. It's
Mm-hmm.
fresh. It's nice. Like I said, you will not be disappointed. I will be happy to introduce you y'all Xerjoff 40 knots. There you have it.
That stuff is good, man. 40 knots is like it's deceptively strong. Because
It
when you
is.
get most of those aquatic style type of fragrances, man, and they get that little saltiness to them, you're thinking more
Yes.
along the lines of, okay, this is gonna be a hitter and quitter. It's gonna be gone in a little bit. But man, once it gets into that woody bag in that fragrance, man, and it, ooh, man, I love it.
Man,
It's on my list
you,
of fragrances to get right
Let
there.
me tell
man,
y'all.
it
Oh, go
go ahead.
ahead. No, please,
No,
Kicks,
no,
take
no,
the
no. I'm
floor.
listening to you. I'm listening. No, I'm just saying that I forgot to mention, and Gator touched it. It's that salt note that you
Yeah.
smell, and you thinking like, I ain't gonna let. No, this one is like last forever, like Key Sweat.
Yeah.
This is one of them Key Sweat. You know what I'm
Make
saying?
it last
Yeah, it
forever.
lasts forever. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead, SB. I'm
I was
listening,
just I
man.
was just gonna say, a lot of times when people are curious with fragrances, many people they try a lot of fragrances, but when it comes to niche, they don't always have access and time to be able to really run through fragrances. And when it comes to Xerjoff, everybody's hyping Herba Pura, what's the other one? Just Herba Gold, Naxos,
Alexandria.
yeah. So
Renaissance.
Renaissance,
You
Yeah.
and
know.
so it's just like you might overstep that because if you're looking it up online and you look at that note breakdown, it really does not do it justice, man. I can speak
Very.
heavily to 40
Yeah.
knots. It is a
Yeah.
beautiful fragrance with
Yeah.
surprisingly, it's one of those fragrances that's simple in note composition but complex in texture.
Yeah. Yeah.
And,
It
and
is.
and
It
and it's a
is.
different kind of depth that is really signature to that in the landscape of fragrance. I started kind of cracking open this concept of dimensionality with fragrances and how fragrances can play with layer closeness, layer
Yeah.
space, add texture of like wetness, dryness, smoke, dampness, just various different things that play with the fragrance that convey depth, but in a way that gives a fragrance more or less signature than other fragrances and give you ultimately a different experience. Some fragrances take you to a place. Some fragrances give you a feeling and a vibe. Some fragrances connect you to something. Some fragrances take you to the past. I mean, and that's all achieved by these varying types of dimensions that come with a fragrance. And 40 knots, I really think I don't think 40 knots is slept on because everybody loves 40 knots. There's no question. I've rarely come across somebody who says, yeah, I don't like 40 knots. However, I think for many entry level or people with kind of under 30 fragrance collections and stuff like that, when you first investigate Xerjoff, because of YouTube and the internet, you're going to be naturally pushed towards Naxos and Renaissance and Herba Pura, and you might skip over it because you look at the note breakdown and don't think much of it. But anyone who's put their nose to 40 knots absolutely loves it. And that was, I mean, hey, I'm going to play the 4th of July fireworks for you. That was a great fragrance to bring out. Guys, this was 6 fragrances with Unforgettable Sillage, and I've put my nose to all of those fragrances, and I can affirm that those were bangers. And we want to make this a regular thing where I bring these guys on, especially since they're good close friends of mine. I'm even going to be out in Cali next week to see Kixz, and in the background we're plotting to hijack Gator to bring him to the West Coast, so that we could turn it up. And not maybe we in the future we have an episode all together. That would be a bucket list for sure. But yeah, this was fun, guys. We want to make this a regular thing, and what I love about bringing you guys together is I've always known you guys would gel together just as people, but I also think for the sake of episodes in general, you guys are like peanut butter and jelly, yin and yang, where it's like the bag versatility is really good for the community. I feel like we really tap into a lot of different spaces that people can plug into from different financial backgrounds, different DNA interests, and that's really cool. And that's what I really appreciate about you guys. We're always going to hear about something new. We're always going to get a well-roundedness to the review. It's not going to be lopsided on niche only and stuff like that. And then you get great personalities with it. It's really a home run every single time. Guys, so I'm going to list these 6 fragrances per usual with these brothers' channels. Again, Gator is at TheNoviceKnows, Kixz is at Kixz Griffey, and I'm going to put each person's YouTube channel in the description along with their 3 fragrances from each round so that you guys can tap into these fragrances very conveniently. And let us know in the comments section, which ones have you put your nose to? Are you fans of any of these? Are there alternatives to them that you think are either clones or inspirations of them, or even just good alternatives that are in the wheelhouse of these DNAs? We want to hear from the community. The community that's why we did this episode. We're a micro part of the community, and we want that to extend out to y'all and create dope conversation about fragrance. But we really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and also even to just think about the concept of sillage and how fragrances with more sillage can create different types of moods or leave impressions or infiltrate a space in a way that I think influences how you pick a fragrance, because there's certain fragrances you want to infiltrate, and then there's certain fragrances that you want more like gravity or more soft, or you want nuclear fragrances and things like that. Sillage is not talked about enough. We kind of just say a fragrance has sillage or it doesn't, or we talk about the sillage range. We really don't get into like the philosophy of like what fragrances are perfect for sillage and what scenario is it good in. I really think you can elaborate on, and I think the way you share that is by telling these stories. I was at work and this happened. I was at the mall and this happened. I was taking my wife out on a date, or I was about to walk out the house and wifey said, get your butt back inside. You know, these are the type of feelings that make you love to go to your fragrance collection and pick a fragrance out. And so it's not always just about DNA. It could be about texture. It could be about sillage. It could be about mood, vibe, feeling, all that. And so that's why we do these episodes, to just show there's more to it. There's more.
I got it.
Take the floor, man. Take the floor. No, I'm a Gatling gun, man. Take the floor.
I was trying to put my head up because I didn't want to cut you off. Please. I just want to leave a PSA though. You guys got to understand, with any fragrance, it can be nuclear. It is your responsibility to hydrate, to moisturize, and to clean.
Yes.
'Cause you
Yes.
can have something that's nuclear, and if you are not putting forth that effort to put those three things in line, you might not get the same type of hourly projection or anything from the next man. He can have the same fragrance on as you, and it's coming off way differently. Not only doing with the variables of
Hmm.
chemistry and we're different people and all of that, but you got to do your due diligence. You only got one time. You got one time. That first impression means everything.
It
And
does.
really, honestly, it's supposed to be for you, right? But if you're going to be out in the world, soap and water, right? Drink
Wow.
and water, right? And
Wow.
moisturize yourself. Certain soap, I don't do it, and I won't put brands out there, but I don't mess with
Yeah.
uh, uh soaps that's you could get at your grocery store. I don't wear that type of
Mm.
stuff. You know,
Yeah.
I have dry skin due to my own personal, but I have an esthetician I deal with that makes infused stuff. Jay Chantel shooting her out, shout her out. But yeah, with the body oils and all of that. So just a warning, a PSA: moisturize, clean yourself, drink plenty of water. And believe it or not, some of the fragrances that you think that don't project or don't have sillage, you'll be surprised. But that's all I wanted
Yeah,
Absolutely,
exactly,
absolutely
man.
phenomenal. Gator,
Wash
you
your
got any thoughts on it?
butt.
to
Wash
say.
your ass. That's all I gotta say. Make sure that you are actually making yourself clean, making sure that you scrubbing everywhere, doing all that kind of stuff. Hydration is a big thing as well. Make sure you're drinking your water. Make sure you know, like Kix was saying, man. And as far as like moisturizing, man, lotions, I do body butters, things like that. Those things will actually lock in that moisture in your skin and allow that fragrance to actually do what it's supposed to do, which is kind of sit there and not just get soaked up, but actually kind of bounce off of your skin and kind of put things out into the air, man. So just make sure you're doing that, man, and don't overspray. Don't kill everybody. Look. I'm a I can overspray at times myself, but man, just take into account the people around you. Yeah, it's your body, and it's your fragrance, and you can be as loud as you want to be, but don't kill your coworkers.
They did nothing wrong.
Right? They did nothing wrong.
Yeah,
Oh
I
man.
I will just say one segment that I'm really excited to dive into is oils because
Yeah.
when I talk about my combos and my layering, um, not just from DNA mixing and getting to different fragrance compositions, but even just to give certain notes in your fragrance more push.
Hmm.
If there's a certain note you like in a fragrance that you feel like is too much of a supporting actor and you want to give them a lead role, tapping into oils, which has to do with your hygiene and everything, to really lift notes off of a fragrance is a really cool topic because when it comes to oils, there's a lot of really affordable ways to get into kind of aroma chemical and stuff like that, where you can do
Hmm.
some amazing things with a fragrance without having to buy an additional fragrance. And I know Kix has a lot of experience with oils. I'm sure Gator's played with it a little bit, but man,
Oh
that
yeah.
is like a whole different, college level program that you could walk through.
Heck yeah, man.
So
There's
Yeah.
ISO E Super. There's ISO E Super infused oils now. There's Ambroxan infused oils.
Tell
And
him.
people are like, okay,
Tell
Ambroxan
him.
infused. Like, okay, what does Ambroxan smell like? Spoiler alert, Ambroxan doesn't really smell like much of anything. It's really there to really kind of take whatever fragrance note that you got there and just elevate it and push it off of your skin and really, make it perform. So when you have those oils and those body butters and things like that that have those types of chemicals in there, then once you put a fragrance on there, man, it's gonna pop off your skin a lot better. So those are things. We'll talk about that on another
that
episode.
that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that is another couple of episodes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know it for sure.
Yeah.
We might do
Oh
an
yeah.
episode on like some of the coolest oil combos with the fragrance.
Oh yeah.
And we that might even turn into some digital material that we can give to the public. I could just see that really
Oh.
being something special, but we'll save that
Oh.
for another holiday. Hey guys,
Look.
I am the scent bubble. This is Novice Knows, Gator to the left, and Kixz Griffey in the middle. Again, I will tag them up And I will put the fragrances again in the description. Listen, we appreciate you guys, and this is about community. We want to put this out there to inspire and to set a fire to people that are all the way from just getting into fragrance, just hearing about fragrance, to those who have been playing on this playground for a long time. And we hope to kind of merge the community in a way that creates amazing conversation, can create some cool relationships, and also be educated and informed, because it's about information, putting new information and experience out there so y'all can take it and set a fire to your own fragrance journey. So if there's any questions you guys have, comments, feedback, it's more than appreciated, and we don't take it for granted. We really do this. So with that being said, man, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Really love it every time we collab. It's nothing short of special. And with that being said, we hope all y'all out there have a blessed rest of your week. And until next time, peace.
Peace out.
Peace.